Hi guys, it's Hogan here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to add an online store or e-commerce functionality to your Themify WordPress website or blog in about 30 minutes or so. So in this video you'll be able to learn how to actually add WooCommerce to your WordPress website so that people can actually start buying things, for example ebooks, jumpers, your own merchandise, music, coaching services that you might have, anything like that. So I'll be showing you how to add in a shop page, product filters, and also how you can actually add the product on any specific page that you wish. So without much further ado, we're going to get started. Alright, so this is the blog that I recently built and I want to add a online store to it. So what we need to do is, first of all, you need to log in to your WordPress and you'll need to go to your dashboard section. So click into that. And now we're going to install some plugins to add that e-commerce functionality to our website. So hover over plugins, click on add new. Then here you need to type in WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is the plugin that we're going to need. It's a free plugin. It's this one here by Automatic. Install now. And then once you've installed it, click on activate. Okay, after you've clicked on activate, it should take you to the setup wizard. This is where you're going to enter in your shop details. So where is your shop based? I'm going to put in Australia. So I'm going to put in a dummy address. So if you don't really want to put in your address, I might suggest buying a PO box or something like that. Melbourne. Victoria. 3,000, and I'm gonna put in Australian dollar for now. And for this one, I plan to sell both physical and digital products. That's what I recommend. Okay, here you can deselect or just keep that as is. Click on let's go. Okay, so for the next step, this is your payment options. So for now, I'm just going to set up my PayPal. Okay, so you can also set it up to link to Stripe as well. All right. And if you don't have an account, then you select this. Okay, I'm going to deselect that. And for now, I'm going to accept payments without linking it to your PayPal account. So basically what I'm going to do is just put in my PayPal email. And once people actually buy, the payment will be sent to the PayPal account associated with that email. Okay, so I'm going to select that and put in that email address there. I'm going to scroll down and then I'm going to click on continue. So what you do need for your website, you need to also, I recommend to get a HTTPS. So that's a SSL certificate. So whatever hosting provider you have, you can contact them to get an SSL. I think that would be an extra charge every year. Okay, so that makes your website more secure. So for shipping here, you can set in the basics of the shipping prices and things like that here. So for example, I'm going to ship to Australia and you might offer free shipping, okay? And other locations not covered in this specific zone, you can put a flat rate and you can put a cost of, let's say $10 or $15, or you can do free as well. You can also add in additional shipping zones later. So I'll show you where you can do that. Here, select the weight unit and dimension unit, click on continue. Okay, so for this one, I recommend you select automated taxes and MailChimp if you want to actually set up a sort of collect emails from people. Okay, so I'm not going to show you that in this video, but MailChimp is a good free email service where you can help you collect emails and then you can send out automated emails. For example, they sign up for your newsletter and then they might get a coupon code or something like that. Okay, click on continue. Okay, so it's going to connect your store to Jetpack. Okay, we're going to connect that. So continue with Jetpack. Okay, so it's going to take a few moments to actually connect that and complete the setup. Okay, so basically you are ready to add in your products. So you can click on create product now, but we're going to install some other plugins which is needed for this tutorial. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and to our dashboard, but you can also watch additional videos here. Okay, so we're going to click on visit dashboard. Okay, so you should see WooCommerce installed here. We're going to install some more plugins, so click on plugins. So we're going to install Themify product filter. So what that plugin actually does is it's going to help you help your customers sort out your products. So Themify product, you can just type that in and it should pop up. Okay, I think it's this one here, install now. And then I'm going to activate that plugin. Okay, now the next plugin that I want to download is, it's going to be in the description below. Okay, so make sure to download that onto your computer, and it's actually called, so we're going to click on add new. So it's actually called Builder WooCommerce, and that adds the functionality where you can just add the products onto your homepage really easily. So we're going to upload plugins, choose file, and this is what it looks like. Okay, builder-woocommerce.zip. If you've downloaded that, make sure to upload the .zip file. If it's a folder, what you want to do is you want to right click and compress it back into the zip file. Click on open, install now, activate plugin. Okay, so we have everything that we need for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to and visit our site first to have a look to see if the pages have been added. Okay, so as you can see, WooCommerce automatically added these pages to our menu, and if you click on the shop page, you won't have any products yet, and the sidebar here is just the default sidebar. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add in the products, and then we're going to add in the product filter. I'm also going to show you how you can actually add the products anywhere on your website, or you could also create a custom product page which looks a lot better than the normal one. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the dashboard, and I'll show you how you can add in a product really easily. So here, this is WooCommerce here, and this is where you can configure the settings. Products is where you add in the products. So let's click on products. Okay, so you can create your first product or click on add new. Okay, so here it's going to give you a walkthrough of how to actually create a product, but I'm actually going to go through that now, so dismiss. Okay, so the first product I'm going to add in is a ebook. So I'm just going to type in the title. Let's just say ebook. And here is where you actually put in your, I think, long description. Here is your short description. So I'm just going to copy over some random text. Okay, some lorem ipsum, paste it into there and paste it into here. So what you'll need to do is obviously add in all the benefits and the features of the products here, but I'm just going to paste that in. Okay, once you've done that, then you can scroll down to the product data. So if you just have like one single product, then it's called a simple product. If you have, let's say, a variable product, which is like if you have a jumper and you have different colors, you need to select variable product, which I'll show you how to add in later. Okay, if it is a, let's say, an ebook, which is not a physical product, it is a virtual product. Okay, so people can actually just download that rather than having you to actually ship it to them. Okay, so you want to select virtual and downloadable if it's something like an ebook, or it might be a sort of a mentorship program or something like that, then you would select virtual only. If it's music, then you would select virtual and downloadable. Okay, so let's just set in a price of $19. You can also set in a sale price. Okay, so for example, it's 29, sale price is 19, and here you'll add the downloadable files. Okay, so what you want to do is for your ebook, it should probably be a PDF, and you can add the file here, choose file, and then maybe you could upload that from your computer. So let's go here and let's upload a sample PDF. Okay, open that. Okay, insert file URL, and that has been added. So this one is a Vietnam travel guide, so you want to put a name there. You can also set in a download limit. Okay, here you can select it to be taxable or none, or you can set the tax class as well. So you'll need to actually edit that in the WooCommerce settings here. Okay, so I'm going to leave everything as default for now. And what you want to do is click on inventory. You can also put in stock management, a SKU. So if you have a lot of products, then you probably want to, put a unique identifier. Here for linked products, you can do upsells and cross sells. So here, if you actually hover over on the right hand side, it can show you what that specific thing actually does. All right, so for this one, upsells is basically when you are on that product page, it'll actually show similar products on the bottom of that product page. Cross sells is actually when you actually have added that product into your cart. For example, if you have a camera for sale, so people have added a camera to their cart, a cross sell might be batteries or a memory card or something like that. Okay, attributes, I'll walk you through attributes a little bit later. Okay, advanced, you can add a purchase note and enable reviews as well. So here you'll need to add in a category. So this one might be a travel guide, I guess. Add new category, product tags. So maybe Vietnam travel guide. Click on add. Scroll down to product image. So you can set in a product image, and I'm going to upload files, select files. And I think I might upload this one here, this ebook one. Okay, click on open. So if you want a transparent file, which is what I recommend, you'll need to upload a PNG. This one here is a JPEG. Okay, so it's not transparent. If you have a different colored background on your website, then it's gonna show that this background is gonna be white, but PNG is a transparent file. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna set in product image. You can also add in additional images. Okay, so if you do have multiple images from different angles, then you can add that in here. All right, click on publish. Okay, so we're gonna view that product in a new tab to see what that sort of looks like. Okay, I think that looks pretty good for now. Scrolling down, we just need to edit the sidebar and things like that, which I'll show you in a sec. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to add in a variable product really quickly. So click on add new. Okay, so variable products, for example, a jumper. So it has different colors, different sizes as well. So we're going to put in some text for now into here and down here. Okay, so instead of a simple product, you'll select a variable product. Okay, and then here for your inventory, you can set in manage stock. Shipping, you can put in a the weight of it. So let's just say maybe 1 kilo. Dimensions 30 by 30 by 3 centimeters. Here, linked product. Okay, you can do upsells and cross sells as well. So here, attributes, this is where we need to add in the attributes. So attributes are things like sizes and colors, or if you might be selling like mobile phones, it might be the storage capacity or things like that. So click on add. So the first one would be, let's say, size. Okay, so you've got a S size, and then what you'll need to do is you need to put a one of these straight lines. It's, I think, shift and the /. Okay, and then that will give you this thing here. Okay, and then the next thing you want to put in is maybe medium size. Okay, and then shift and then / again. So click on those two buttons on the same time and you'll get this straight bar. Okay, and then large. You can also put in, in text as well, like that. Okay, that's up to you. Okay, here you need to select use for variations and then click on save attributes. So the next attribute, what you want to add is color. Okay, so color, you might have a purple one, and then you might have also a green one and a gray one. Okay, click on use for variations, save attributes. Okay, then click on variations And what we want to do is you want to create variations from all the attributes. Click on go and then click on OK. Okay, so it's added in all the variations, which is a total of 9. Click on OK. Now, what you can do here is you can actually click down arrow and you can set in the specific image, specific price for each of those products. Okay, so for example, a purple jumper, we're going to upload an image, upload files, select files, upload the purple image, set variation image. Here, we're going to set in a regular price. So for a small jumper, it might be, let's say, $29. Okay, and you can add in the weight and things like that. You can scroll down here. For a green jumper, you're going to add in a green jumper color. Okay, so a green one, open. Okay, and then set variation image. Here, we're going to add in a gray one. Okay, so for the prices, I'm just going to set in 29 for the green and also 29 for the gray one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in the rest of the images, the color of each of them. Okay, and I'm also going to set the pricing. Okay, so for example, for your medium jumpers, it might be a little bit more expensive. So it might be like $39, then you can put $39. Okay, so I'm going to fill that in quickly right now. Okay, so once you've done that, click on Save Changes. And then on the right hand side, you might need to set in a category. So for this one, it might be jumpers. Click on Add Category. And the product tags might be the material, so like cotton jumper. Add. And here, set in a default product image. So my default one might be, let's say, purple or something. Okay, set in product image. And you can also add in additional ones if you need. Then what we could do is click on Publish. Okay, so once that is done, then we can actually view that product to see if it's okay. Okay, so this is the default jumper color, and here you can select the size, small one, and you can also set the color to, let's say, purple or green. It's gonna change color here. Okay, just like that, and it's going to have the price change as well. So if I change it to, let's say, medium, the price is going to change to $39, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to configure the sidebar and add in a product filter. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to head back to our dashboard section. So you don't really need a product filter, but if you have a lot of products, then I think that's a good thing to have. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to plugins and add in a new plugin. Okay, so we're going to type in just sidebars. And then we're going to download this one here by WPMU. Okay, custom sidebars, and click on install now. Activate. Okay, so what's it going to do is if we actually go to appearance and click on widgets, we're going to close that. You can create a new sidebar section. Okay, so here by default, it's quite limited. Okay, so this is the normal sidebar, and then you've got the other sidebars. You don't have a specific one for the shop. So it's going to add an additional thing here where you can create one specifically for your shop page. So this one could be shop page. And then click on create sidebar. Okay, so here you can drop in anything, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to drop in a product filter. So you can actually click on product filter here, okay, on the left, and then we're going to create a new product filter. So click on add new, and here we're just going to name it shop page. It doesn't really matter what you name it, it's just for your own reference. So scroll down, and here you can actually drag in what sort of things that you want it to be filtered by. So I might put a product title, and then I might put a price so people can filter by price, and I might put in a category like that. Okay, here you can actually change the display options of it. So for this one, I might do something like a checkbox, okay? And I might leave everything else as default, but you can configure it later if you want to, but I'm just gonna leave everything and click on save. Then you can scroll back up and close it. And that should give you a shortcode. So copy that shortcode to your clipboard, go back to appearance and widgets, and then here you'll need to drag in, let's say, a text widget. So scroll down, look for T, and sort of just wiggle it up, okay? Wiggle it up to the top and drop it into here. Here you can paste in the shortcode, save it, okay, and then click on done. Okay, so click on sidebar location, and we're gonna select the area where we want it to appear. So we're gonna scroll down and click on for archives. Okay, and then scroll down and click on as sidebar for selected archive types and select product archives. Okay, and then once you've actually done that, okay, then click on save changes. Then if we actually go to, let's say, our store page, okay, I'm going to open that in a new tab. Then it should appear your product filter. So it's on the right hand side. So to change the product page settings, you can go back to your dashboard area, and then you can go to Themify Ultra, Themify settings, and then you should have shop settings. Okay, so you can change the shop page sidebar to the left hand side to something like that. Okay, so the product archive sidebar, I'm going to select none. You can also change the product layout to, let's say, 3. Okay, and here you can change the display settings. So what I recommend you do is to, let's say, open your, let's just click on save for now, open your store page on another tab. Okay, and then what you could do is you can just play around with the settings here to see what they actually do. Okay, so for the product single page, if you actually click into that product, for example, the ebook, then it should show the sidebar here. Okay, so what I want to do is remove that sidebar. Okay, and then you can also display comments. You can also hide the shop breadcrumbs, which is basically this thing here. I'm going to leave that as is though, and then click on save. And then I can actually go back and refresh that page, and it should be all good. So what we're going to do now is actually configure the settings of WooCommerce. So go back to your dashboard area. Okay, hover over WooCommerce, and then we're going to click on settings. Here is where you put in your general information. So we've already done that. You can also click on products. Here it should be displaying to your shop page, okay? And then you can check the display options and things like that as well. Click on inventory. Here you can also enable stock management. So it's gonna basically, you can set in an email here and set in what is the low stock threshold, and it basically send you an email to let you know. Okay, so here is your tax options. And you should have enabled automated taxes, okay, and that will calculate it for you. Okay, and then click on shipping. So here is where you can add in additional shipping zones and set in a specific price for a specific zone. So for example, you might do add shipping zone, and the zone name might be US and Canada. So here you'd select United States and also Canada as well, something like that. And then you could add shipping method. You could do flat rate shipping, free shipping as well. So for example, you might do free shipping, add shipping method, click on edit, and you can set in a minimum. So a minimum order amount might be, let's say, $100. So only if they go over 100, they'll get free shipping. If not, the flat rate will apply if you set in flat rate here. And you can set in the price, maybe let's say $15 for flat rate. Click on save. Okay, so the shipping options, we're going to click into that. So you can change the settings here. The shipping classes is, for example, if you actually have maybe a heavy item, so you might add in a heavy shipping class. Okay, so this one is, you can add a shipping class here. For example, it might be a heavy item. Just type in heavy here and then click on save shipping class. Okay, and what you can do is you can actually hover over products, and then you can click on right click and open all products. Okay, for example, your jumper, you can click on edit and then scroll down here, go to shipping, change the shipping class to heavy, update it. Okay, once that is done, you can actually go back to the shipping zones, click on edit, and here you can actually set in a specific price for the heavy items. Okay, so we can close that and we can go to payments. Okay, so you can also enable other payments as well. So for example, if you actually select PayPal, here is the actual PayPal button. So for example, if we click on that product again, this is the Pay Now button, so you can actually disable it if you don't want them to directly check out. Okay, so this one will actually, people will need to enter in their information. Okay, click on Save Changes, and you can also do cash on delivery, check payments, or direct bank transfers and things like that. We're going to click on Accounts and Privacy. Okay, so here you can configure the settings. If you want to add in a privacy page, then you can add in a page, okay, privacy page here, and then set the privacy page here. Okay, emails, you can configure the emails that you receive and the customers receive and things like that here. Advanced, we're going to leave everything as is for advanced. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is visit our website and click on the shop page. Okay, so here we've got the shop page and it looks good and things like that. Here, if you actually want to configure the menu, so for example, if we go to menus, and let's say for example, you want to click on your menu here, so click on the drop down, and if you want to have like a highlighted menu item, so if you actually click on highlight link, and let's say save menu, then it's going to highlight that shop page. It's going to put it into a sort of a box, so it looks like a button, okay, something like that. Okay, so if you want to remove these ones, which I don't think is necessary, you can just by removing it here from your menu items. Like that, save menu, and then if we refresh that page, then it should be gone. Okay, so let's say if you want to add it to your home page or any other page for that matter, you can turn on the builder and we can add it in anywhere. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to do it. Alright, so I'm going to close that, and let's say for example I want to drop in this thing here, WooCommerce. So you'll have to download the plugin and you can drop it there. Okay, and it will basically display just like that. Okay, so hopefully you have like 3 products or something like that. Let's just say I'm gonna limit it to 2, and here you can select the featured products, on sale, and top rated. For example, if you want to display the featured products, then I'll show you where you can actually set that in to actually label the product as featured. Okay, or you can select it as specific categories. Okay, and you'll need the category IDs. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't show up here, so I'm going to show you 2 things: how to set in the featured products, and also how to actually set in a specific category of products. Okay, and here you got different display settings which you can play around with. Okay, so let's just say click on done, and maybe let's just say for example we're going to drop a text module on top, and we're going to name it featured products. Okay, set it to heading 2, maybe go to styling, font and move it into the center like that. And I might add a little bit of padding on the bottom. So I might add, let's say 5% to the bottom. Okay. And here you can also double click on it. Let's say you want to move everything into the center, for example, the button, styling, font, and you can move it like that. Done. Save it. And close it. Okay, scrolling down, you have your products here, right? Featured products. So if we actually go to the dashboard, I'm going to show you where you can find the category numbers and also how to set in specific products to be featured. So you can click on products. Okay, if you actually select this star icon, okay, that means it's going to be a featured product. Okay, so you can select the star and then that will be featured product. Okay, if we actually go over on the left, okay, and click on categories, this is going to give you the category ID. So normally it will show you the category ID, but for this one, for your product categories, it just shows you the slug name. So you can actually use the slug name as well. So for example, if you just want to display your travel guide category, then you'll copy the slug ID, okay, copy that to your clipboard, and then you could go back to visit your website again, to your home page or to whichever page that you have your products on, okay, and we're going to turn on the builder. Alright, so we're going to double click the module again, and let's say for the category, you want to select just your travel guide category, then you'll paste in your travel guide slug ID basically, and you can click on the outside here and it'll sort of refresh. Okay, so now it just shows you the travel guide only. Okay, so you can play around with the different display options and all the settings here. You can also move this thing to the side, okay, so you can view it much easier. Okay, so I'll also show you how you can actually configure the button colors and the sale colors and things like that. So save it, and we're going to close it. Now let's head to the customize up here on the top. Scroll down, okay, to your products. So we're going to click on shop here. Okay, make sure you've selected the advanced options on the Themify options tab and click on shop, and here you can change the product title, product pricing, the fonts and the colors and things like that. So for the add to cart button, you can also change the color and the font as well. So for example, you want to change it to a dark gray, so I'm going to enter in the color code like that, and the background hover color maybe 333, something like that. And you can also change the sale tag color as well, but I'm just going to leave it as red, and then you can click on publish, okay, and then close it, and then that is pretty much it. So that will actually edit all your WooCommerce products. Okay, so if you actually go to your shop page, then it should also change the button colors there as well as within the product as well. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. Thank you, and see you guys in the next video.